Welcome back. Another episode of Roundtable, and tonight we're talking about the holidays and the holiday season. Right now I want to go to each of our panelists and I want to ask them, if you had the ability to delete one holiday from the calendar, which one would it be and why? And if you also had the ability to add on and institute a new holiday to the calendar, what would it be and why? I'll start off. If I was going to institute a holiday, I would institute Jackie Robinson Day. In 1947, Major League Baseball was segregated and black folks had to play in the Negro Leagues. The Brooklyn Dodgers, my hometown, they hired Jackie Robinson as the first full-time black baseball player in the major leagues. And in a lot of ways, he came first before a lot of the other desegregation acts came during the civil rights era. It came before they desegregated the military. It came before, you know, the Montgomery bus boycotts. It came before Brown versus the Board of Education. What people have said about Jackie Robinson is that not only did he integrate baseball and the locker rooms, but he integrated the stands, because for the first time you had black and white fans going to the games together and cheering for the same player at the same time. So Jackie Robinson, me being a Brooklyn native and a big baseball fan, I would love to institute a Jackie Robinson Day as a national holiday. And the holiday that I would take away is Halloween. For obvious reasons, but I can come back to that. We're gonna go to our panelists now. Brother Brown, what holiday would you delete and which one would you institute?
Well, I'm gonna agree with you on Halloween. I would delete Halloween. And for the simple fact, I know the kids love it, you know, you get to dress up and be other people and things, but I think they need to put more time into being themselves before they put a day where they be someone else. So Halloween, I don't see any logic behind Halloween. I mean, they glorify the underground, you know what I mean? The ghosts and the goblins and some are princesses and princes.
Some are strippers. Some girls play stripper.
But they're being something that they're really not. And I know the kids love it because they get to play out their fantasy, and they're kids. They got imaginations, and that's cool. But we need to have them use their imagination in other ways and imagine themselves as leaders and things, career paths, who they want to be when they grow up. Become that. Teach them how to do that. Let's delete Halloween.
Mm-hmm. Which holiday would you add?
You know what? I was thinking about that, and I would really like them to add a Mentors Day. That would be a day where whoever you use as your mentor gets the honor in which they deserve, because there's a lot of mentors out here that do not get the honor that they deserve, and they mentor not just one, but they mentor hundreds of children, they mentor hundreds of adults. And in order for even the greatest people, the leaders of this world, they all had to be followers. Someone mentored them, but you don't have a day where the mentors get recognized.
Okay, all right, very good. I like your answers. And Miss Nicki, what holiday would you like to delete?
I would agree with Mr. Brown and say Halloween.
Okay. And
not just but the costumes with the heads cut off, the blood everywhere, and the axes, and the Freddy Kruegers, and I always call it a demonic holiday. One that my children never, ever dressed in costumes. They were mad. I'd buy candy the day after on sale for half price, but we did not dress for Halloween. We didn't do that.
What holiday would you institute?
Not for myself, but a lot of folks would be happy if we instituted Black Christmas, which is in February when tax time comes, where your employer would allow you to have off every Wednesday and every Friday for when they deposit that money in your bank account or on your Green Dot card. You can go shopping, buy your TV and your new car. So Black Christmas.
Okay, Feel free to write in and voice your opinion on Ms. Dandridge's choices. Brother Jay, which holiday would you delete?
I'm gonna tell you, we're gonna all agree on Halloween, but it would probably be a lot of holidays that I would take away, just because it puts so much pressure. It's so commercialized for us to go out and spend money. Even at Halloween, you're spending a bunch of money on costumes and candy. It's just always a lot of pressure with the different holidays. But I would concur, Halloween makes no sense. It really doesn't have to be a Halloween. But I'll definitely keep days like Mother's Day and Father's Day. But if I had an opportunity to do a holiday, I would pick something Black History Month. There's no holiday other than Valentine's Day that has nothing to do with Black History Month. And it would be something centered around atonement, where, particularly for African Americans, we would do something to celebrate us more. Now, we're supposed to celebrate our history, but I'm talking about people currently in the community. To celebrate your people that's here and now, not the past, but your people that's here now during Black History Month, so we can remember to work with one another and to love one another. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what I would do. I don't know what I would name it.
Right.
Black Love Day.
Black love? I heard somebody in the audience say Black love, atonement or whatever. But we need to start learning how to work with each other.
And what day of the week? What day of the week would Black Love Day land on?
Friday.
Federal holiday.
On a Friday. Okay, breaking news in 2016. Brother Jay and I will institute a Black Love Day where we recognize and honor people making Black history today in our community right now.
That's right.
All right, that's good.
Yep.
Now, is there a war on Christmas? You hear sometimes conservative people on talk shows talk about there's a war on Christmas. Starbucks had an issue when they stopped putting Christmas decorations on the cups, and people, always complain about you can't say Merry Christmas, you have to say Happy Holidays or Season's Greetings. And so some people complain there is a war on Christmas. Do you agree? And if so, why?
I don't know that I agree that there's a war on Christmas. I think there's just a war on everything being politically correct. If you say Merry Christmas, someone shouldn't be offended because you said Merry Christmas. It's just the language that you know. You're speaking the language that you know. Some people say Happy Holidays because they're mindful enough to realize that everybody doesn't say Merry Christmas because they may be somebody who doesn't celebrate Christmas or celebrate that belief. So I just think that people just need to quit focus on how politically correct you got to be with every little thing. And I think that's what the war is on.
Okay.
Language.
Brother Brown, you think there's a war on Christmas?
I don't see it.
Okay.
In order for anything to be justified as a war, you got to be able to, in some shape or form, see and feel it. I don't see it economically. Politics. I mean, they're not talking about it in politics. Where is this at?
Conservative talk.
Conservative talk. Well, I'm not part of conservative talk. It's not war in my life. I don't see a war.
Ms. Nicki, what you think?
I grew up in a Christian household. I still celebrate Christmas. I lean more towards Happy Holidays. I do, because as we said before in previous episodes, I'm a substitute teacher currently. I have sat and subbed for kids that don't celebrate Christmas. Some of them may be Jewish children. There have been some, Middle Eastern children also, and they may not celebrate Christmas as well. Now, I do. So when the children leave, the children that I meet, at the end of the day, I always give them a closing greeting. So now it's like the week right before they go away for winter break. So I don't say Merry Christmas. I say Happy Holidays and enjoy your break. It's because everyone is not everyone doesn't celebrate Christmas.
Okay, all right. Before we move on to Santa Claus, I just want to ask, does anyone have an opinion on the origin of Christmas? There's some debate. Some people feel like there is no debate. Anyone have an opinion on the origin of Christmas? What the real origin is and how that should affect how people and how Black people participate or celebrate in?
We celebrate Christmas December 25th, and Jesus was probably like 2 by the time they got to him. It was warm when they were where they were and all that. So
2 months, you mean?
2 years, I heard.
Oh, okay.
I thought he was like a toddler or something, but no, I don't want to touch it. I have an opinion that would be a whole nother episode.
Brother Jay?
Now that might not be correct because I think I've read that as well. That's not even where Christmas should fall at, the 25th of December. But it's about the birth of Jesus Christ, and if you're a Christian, you believe that He was born to save us, and that's what Christmas is about.
Okay.
And we focus too much on gift giving.
Okay. There is a passage in the gospel, I don't remember exactly where it is, but where Jesus arrived at the temple and he saw the priests in the temple selling merchandise, basically hustling and using it as a place of business to make money. And he knocked over all their tables and kicked them out and all that stuff like that. And if that's the Jesus in the Bible, do you think that he would endorse this Black Friday, this commercial corporate American push for US dollars during the Christmas holiday season? All right, now we're gonna move on to Santa Claus. Hopefully we haven't lost half our audience, but you know this is Roundtable, so we gotta keep it real. What's your opinion? I'm gonna start with you. What's your opinion on Santa Claus?
Wow.
Keep it 100.
I'm gonna keep it 100. As a child, my first experience with
This is Christ the King, whom shepherds guard and angels sing.
my generation you didn't see a black Santa Claus. So my first experience of seeing a black Santa Claus, I ran. What is he doing black? What the heck?
So you ain't like saw Santa Claus is a black man.
Yeah.
What the heck? So, now at least y'all on sitcoms you might see a black Santa Claus on Martin or the Wayans. But my first experience seeing a black Santa, he was giving away candy. Do you know I did not go get candy?